Well, jeez, that's the loudest glass of Diet Coke I've ever heard in my entire life. It's extra loud. I forgot. It's not Diet Coke. It's dude soda. We got a few more cans of these though. Come on, Diet Coke, get with it. It's not helping. All right, I'm checking my stats. There's audio, there's video. I've dropped 0 frames. Welcome to the show. Trickle in, trickle in. Hey, gosh, I don't know. I don't say this every time, and I do not keep track of how many shows I do. My little television programs here, inspired by the Carol Burnett show so many years ago. But I figure at this point it's over 450. 450 shows, and that's not hours. I mean, that'd be like, what, 700 hours? Crazy to think about how many of these shows I've done and how, I watch them all, how low I set the bar for mediocrity in order to maintain this level of mediocrity. Not try to do a show that's that much better or worse than any other, so that they are what they are. Man, like, for example, my performance yesterday on the piano was kind of scary. I mean, I don't think I got through one song without making a lot of mistakes. Doesn't matter. I had a great time. And besides, mediocre. Oh, by the way, Diet Coke. It's fine. I was just eating Indian food for lunch, leftover Indian food for lunch, and I think it has made the flavor of the Diet Coke a little interesting, a little different today. With it kind of, I don't want to talk about it. All right, so here's the beautiful blue Bluetooth controller that I talk about pretty much on every stream, except for the ones that I didn't have a beautiful blue Bluetooth controller to talk about. Hey, you ask, what is today's stream going to be all about? Because you've never been here before and you haven't seen any of the 450 shows. Well, we're going to be flying around today in Microsoft Flight Simulator. Don't know where we're going to go. Don't know which of my hundreds and hundreds, well, more than 100 different kind of planes we're going to fly in. I don't like to plan too far in advance. I have a kind of an idea, but I want to do a little bit at the beginning. But we'll probably do a whole bunch of little things. That's going to take roughly 45 minutes to an hour. Then we're going to do, I'm not going to take a break. We're going to do the Big Brain games today. The Big Brain games are 2 Quirtles, the Tightrope Trivia, which has reset to the easier ones hopefully today, because being a Monday. Happy Monday, everybody. I'm wearing my Bruce Banner cosplay today, by the way. I don't think people are going to get that unless they're real familiar with Thor Ragnarok, the movie, like I am. 2 Quirtles, the Tightrope Trivia, which is a 9-timed trivia questions. There'll be the 2 Octortles, which is 8 5-letter words we got to solve simultaneously. Then there'll be a short break, and then it's going to be guitar break. I got to find my Stratocaster. I don't have it right now. I still have my Telecaster here. But my plan is during the break to hunt down my Stratocaster. Well, I know where it is. It's right over there. And we're going to play the Stratocaster guitar. I might just dink around on it. We might sing some songs. I don't know. And that's going to be a show for today. Monday shows are kind of a vibe. They're not super long, but we get some flying in. We're going to do the Big Brain games. And after that, I still haven't figured out. Okay, I did a couple things recently. One of the things I did here, let me show you this here real quick. Let me get this. All right. This is the flight manual for my Concorde, which I was flying yesterday. Yep. Not the actual Concorde, the DC Designs Concorde. Kind of cool, huh? And yeah, it's 100 and some pages long. But at least, yeah, it tells you what all the buttons are doing. There's a walk around, lots of information. Right. See here, like, oh, here's what all the indicators are. It does not give me the key information of how I could override that warning message. So, but there's a lot of things, and there's a lot of information here. But finally, it kind of gives you at the very end. It kind of tells you how to do, like how to get up to super cruise, meaning a Mach 2 cruise. It's pretty intense. There's a lot of information in here. I don't know if we're ever going to take a real flight. Basically, it tells you how to reenact a real flight from Heathrow to New York, and it gives you all the waypoints you need. It's pretty cool. I mean, it's cool that it comes with this huge book. This is the book. All right, let's get back to the game. But we're not going to fly. I don't think I want to fly the SST today. It's just, I don't know. But you know what I thought yesterday? We were flying around St. Louis, right? Where is St. Louis? It's over here. We were at the arch, and I saw that there was a helicopter pad right here. What we're going to do is I want to try this. I think it'll be fun. There's this little electric drone plane that I thought might be interesting to take off from there, the Jetson one. Let's see, does it come in different colors? Find out. I don't know if it does, and it does not. All right, that's fine. And this is basically a battery-powered human drone. I think we should be able to set from the helipad. Perfect. Let's see what happens here. Oh, it's kind of cloudy. It was a gorgeous day yesterday. I think it'll be okay. But I thought it'd be fun to use, you know, we experimented only one time before in this little drone. It's a human-rated drone. We can put one person in it and go for like a 20-minute flight. It doesn't go a lot of distance. It really just goes up and down. But I thought it might be cool to do this and kind of fly around the arch, which we flew through yesterday. And then land back at this little landing pad again. All right, let's just get this down here. I think basically that should be, I don't know. We'll figure it out. Yesterday was a gorgeous day, but this is real-time weather on, so it may not be as pretty today. But it was really pretty. We can always mess with the weather. Oh, I really need a Diet Coke. I'm very thirsty today. Who knows? Might be a 2 Diet Coke day today. But I already had a productive day at work. Got a lot of stuff done. Mails were sent. Things were actively done. It's a lot of loading of digital assets to get St. Louis in there. It's got a whole lot of stuff. If we can fly that distance, we might be able to get all the way out west to the St. Louis Zoo. But I don't know. That's a long way. But I was thinking we could go maybe land in the baseball field, which you can kind of see there. And then take off again. And then land back at this little helicopter pad. But let's just see if we can even get that program to load. Yesterday it did load eventually. It did load St. Louis, but it took a while. Anyway, let's see what's going on today. It's Monday. It's the top of the week. I got nothing to say. I don't really care. Gosh. Most of my narration is based on looking at structures on the ground and saying, "Oh, that's a really cool freeway interchange. I like that building. Ooh, is that a school? I don't know. We're going to give it a little bit more time. Because why not? We got all day. Well, I don't actually. I do want to get back to work at some point. Right. So, today, it's a guitar day. I put in the title that the guitar day is going to be my swirly Stratocaster. If you're going to have a Stratocaster, you might want to play it. Again, my patience doesn't go forever. And, one thing I could do is preload these before I even start the stream. It's going to take a long time sitting on the screen. But, and the other thing to do is to try a nearby airport rather than where we're taking off from. Because I found that to be extremely helpful on a more than one occasion when it just doesn't seem to want to load. But let's give it another, we're going to give it another like half a minute here. It's been a minute and a half or more. And some people, most of the time, even when I've waited a long time, eventually it does come through, but it could take a long time. And you can save a lot of time by just picking a different area. So, and we're in a plane that can, it's not a plane, it's a drone. Okay. All right, let's try a different area. Let's see, we are able to get out of this, right? Yeah, boy, that's just a terrible interface. No progress bar. Look how slow it was coming back. All right, we'll try this helicopter landing pad. It's quite close. Let's see if it can start there. It might not be able to. So, yeah, we might not have a stream today. My backup plan, by the way, when 2024 doesn't work, is to control Alt F4 it and run 2020, which is very reliable. It just takes a long time, but you never have this. I've never seen it just get stuck on these loading screens. In 2020, eventually it will definitely run. It just takes a while, but I cannot guarantee that with 2024. I have seen it stuck for 10, 15 minutes, and then I had to reset it. So, and people are complaining about it online. Man, they cannot come out with an update to this program soon enough. Okay, when it says 11:47, we've been streaming for 15 minutes. There's been no flying. Amazing. Who knew? Yes, it can't take off from a place 350, 3,500 meters away, but it can take off from here. Okay, we're literally. You can see the arch from here. It's right over there. Wait, you can't, but you'll see in a second. Oof. All right. The point is this: we just fly it. You can fly around. It's not really a plane. Okay, I think it's this way. All right. Yeah, that way. There's the arch. You see, we're not very far. But it's a drone. It's not a plane. It doesn't have any propellers that face backwards. Well, at least we can land where I want to land. We're barely going to be able to make it there on this. You only have, it says fuel there, but fuel is just the electric charge on the batteries. There's not. You can see the boxes down there. Those are the batteries. They're not very big. And this is as fast as you can go. So as fast as we can go is about 35 knots, about 35 miles an hour. But it's a vibe. I'm pissed we couldn't start where I wanted to start. But yeah, oh, what's this over here? Is this an IKEA? Oh yeah, I gotta remember to use my rudder to turn. I mean, it doesn't really have a rudder, but you effectively can control rudder axis with the rudder pedals, right? All right, which shows that control turning. Okay. How do we go down? Okay, there we go. You gotta reduce throttle, but the throttle is basically it's like a detente. It has these detentes. Go down, hover, go up. Like 3 positions. It's not really a whole bunch of different positions. I think this is a hotel. Nobody, by the way, this is not the side of the river you want to be on. You know what I mean? You want to be on for whatever reason, economic, etc. You want to be on the west side here, and you don't really want to accidentally get off on these. There's like a casino, though, but and they're different states, right? East St. Louis is in Kansas, and St. Louis is in Missouri. So one of those. Okay, this is where I wanted to take off from. I thought it'd be fun to pretend to be like a tourist flight from here, but we're going to try to land there. Now, it should not be hard to land because this, unlike a helicopter, this is a drone. I thought we'd check out this whole area from low level, but heading out, you can already see where uh-oh. Something weird happened. I'm floating in space. The engines are off. I do believe we've crashed something. Is my stream still running? Yeah, something weird happened. Isn't that cool? Huh. I wonder what. Okay, this thing's working. That's moving. Kill switch. What's this? It's got to be a simulation issue. Right? Like the simulation died. That's unusual. How we've never seen this before. The simulation died. I mean, I can go up and down, but I can't do any kind of control. And obviously, I can't go down, actually. We've never seen this do this before. Wow. Let's try a restart. Well, I'm going to end the flight there. We're just going to start at we do not have to start on a specific place, by the way. I'm going to start over here. And I just want to see if it reset the flight models. And also, the fact that it happened right when I went under the arch is indicative that maybe that caused some kind of program issue. But we've flown under the arch 1,000,000 times. So I've never seen that before. Okay, let's see if it'll load up if I just start at some kind of random spot in the air. Well, it's on the ground. That's fine. Okay, if I give it this thing here. Okay, is it going to give me the ability to start? Ooh, I don't think it is. It did. Okay, so everything's up. Okay, we can move down. Can we move down like we couldn't do before, right? Yeah, we can. All right, yeah, that seems to have reset it. Okay, let's go up a bit. Okay, the arch is over there. Let's head out that way. This is kind of an elevated freeway section. This is the baseball stadium, which I wanted to land in. And, you know, be able to look at it in extreme detail. World champions. This is the St. Louis, shoot, I forgot the name of their team. But I'm not that huge a baseball fan. Huge, beautifully, lots of stuff. Budweiser, yeah. Budweiser is a big St. Louis kind of thing, staple. Got Cardinals Nation, so I'm thinking they're the St. Louis Cardinals. Also, all the red. That's a clue. Got your Budweiser here, Carl's Nation. So this is where you're gonna go to kind of do your thing. Okay. And then we can come in here. This is the whole idea as far as sightseeing. The ultimate sightseeing. I mean, this is what it looks like from here. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna try going through the arch again and see if it messes up. I mean, that's the only thing I can imagine actually caused it. All right, this is what. Okay, yeah, we're at vertical speed 0. There's kind of the I don't know, the gift store for the arch. Okay, we're gonna go through and see if it causes the simulation to crash again. I think it did. No, maybe not. Something weird happened though. Let's try going through the other direction. I mean, this is a drone. It's not like it's not a plane. But yeah, last time we went through this direction, it just basically caused, you know, the aerodynamics. There we go. Exact same thing happened. Cool. All right. Well, we've established that there's a bug. Because, yeah, now it won't go down or up or move in any direction. Okay. All right. Next flight. Not this. We've had fun, but not the kind of fun I associate with my particular web channel where we actually go somewhere and do something. All right. Jetson 1 is a no. What else do we have that I'm having a good time in these days? I do want to, you know, I want to get some kind of variety going. Helicopters are not ready. Some of these planes are not that exciting. We just did the 152. I mean, we could do some more flying of planes through the barnstorming. Nah, we've done that enough. Just find a fun plane to fly around. Oh, you know what we haven't flied around in is the Scrapyard Monster. Let's pick the Seamonster. I think they work in 2024 too, but I don't know. Last time, I mean, basically the only issue is you can't steer them, but I know the cheat to actually, you know, be able to turn the plane. Let's see. Is there a different one here? Hot Rod Float. Is that a new one? Well, I'll figure it out. This is this wild plane that's basically built around an engine. It's not a real thing. All right. So not St. Louis and not in that stupid plane. You know what? Back to St. Louis. We're going to fly through in the Scrapyard Monster. All right. So I guess I'm obsessed with the arch these days. Okay. St. Louis downtown. Plenty of asphalt. We'll take off from there. We're going to fly around. It's a beautiful day. Yeah, we're just going to take off. This is crazy plane. I think you paid. I think it's a $6 plane. But I just saw somebody posted on YouTube. They were showing it off. So we're gonna fly around a bit, and then our plan is to land on the Mississippi River. We can find a nice straight section with not too many bridges. Because we have floats, we have the ability to take off. I believe we could take off from land, right? It's a dirty, dirty plane. Yep. No, that's fine.
Downtown Tower KNSH 9er at runway.
All right, let's take a look at this wacky thing. It's basically called a Scrapyard Monster because it's been put together from different scraps of different planes. Let's see. The various features are the wing. There you can see the exposed engine there, and the kind of the shaft that goes through the cockpit there. At the bottom there, you see those 4 plates. Those are weights that can be released. And then there's an aluminum ladder as the rear frame, which is pretty cool. Let's see. Our surfaces are working. Good. Everything works. That's very nice. And it's a very powerful engine. And a 5-blade rotor. Let's see what we got here. Okay. Okay, that's the propeller. And this is the throttle. Up here is the ballast. Okay, we don't need that. All right, let's go. Ready to take off? All right. Parking brake off. Again, the issue with this is it's so torquey that it really wants to throw you off the runway. But once you get off the ground. And the other thing I keep forgetting, oh yeah, no, this one doesn't have, landing gear, but the other one does. But it's plenty powerful. And it's quite light, so I don't know, it's just a wacky little fun thing to fly around. But again, float so we can land right here on the Mississippi. Well, let's check out some more features since we didn't really get a chance to hang out and check out St. Louis too much. Thank you for the follow, by the way. Appreciate it. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. By the way, I should warn you, I do this 5 days a week, so if you follow me, you will get notifications. It's very similar. The Scrapyard Monster has some fun features, like a working horn, and if you're hungry, there's fries you can eat. We just ate all the fries. We were a little hungry, guys. It's the name of the guy that provides it. That's a company. I think this guy is Flying Fries Software. What's this over here, by the way? You see this? Okay, that's Lafayette Park. The big park with the zoo is out further out west there. But other than that, it's real squirrely on takeoff. It's a pretty crazy experience flying it. It's actually got quite a few some unusual instrumentation that you wouldn't expect on a small plane. So down here, I mean, I think this might be a convention center right there. Maybe not. I know this is a sports complex. I think where the basketball team plays. There's a bunch of all the arenas are kind of spread out because the basketball team's there. The Cardinals play here. Okay, I want to see if there's any problems come through the arch in this plane, but only in that direction. I don't do a lot of stuff on Discord, but I can tell you my schedule: Monday, Wednesday, Friday. If I see you on Discord, yeah, I'll take a look. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 5 days a week, just not Tuesday, Thursday. And I try to start around the same time every time, which is 11:30 a.m. my time, Pacific Standard Time. Okay, we took off right around here the other time. What's our speed? Let's get a little more going here. So last plane I tried to fly through, it was that Joby, which is a drone. But I've flown the SST through. It didn't have a problem. I'm just curious. Yeah, that one didn't have a problem. Okay, so you got the state building here, right? And you got kind of your main boulevard down here. We're going to do what I like to call urban canyon carving. That's where you fly on an illegal basis. That's what it looks like from here. And that's just what it looks like from here. Yeah, don't try this at home. You'll probably get a call from the FAA. Hello, buildings. Okay, so we're gonna head out to the zoo. Yeah, I'll add you on Discord. I'm streaming right now, but I check my Discord a lot. So if you find me on Discord, you'll find that I am Kench999er on Discord and anywhere on social media. Yeah, I think this is University of Missouri. Beautiful. But the zoo and the art museum and the other park are out here, I believe. It's like a grain elevator, because it is, or storage. It's just really unique looking building. St. Louis does look great. We got to go back to Dallas though, Dallas and Fort Worth, because they've been updated and we haven't seen them that close up recently. This is a gigantic hospital, I think, complex, I guess you'd call it. this whole section there, that down there, giant. All right, so you got the park here, maybe golfing. This is Forest Park. Yeah, I've only been there. I think I was there once, but Milo has relocated. There's a lot of fields. Okay, that's the museum right there, I think, right? And then there's the golf course, and then, no, take it back. Museum's here, right? That was this museum. Yeah, this is the art museum. There's a couple of museums. I think this is, if I remember correctly, this is actually a really nice museum and big. But the this is the zoo, which is a very famous zoo. It says Saint Louis Zoo. Why does it say Saint Louis Zoo? Do I have a non-English language turned on? I mean, it says Art Museum. Why would it say St. Louis Zoo? It says St. Louis, like I have French language turned on. That is actually kind of disturbing to me. I thought last time when we checked it, when we came out there, it did say St. Louis Zoo. All right, taking the freeway in. By the way, hi Science, it's good to see you. I've decided to continue streaming after yesterday's debacle. No, there wasn't anything wrong with yesterday's stream. I mean, there wasn't anything right with it, but what's over here? Have we been over here? It says, what does it say? It says, I can't see it yet. Botanical Garden? Oh, heck yes. We haven't been to the Botanical Garden of St. Louis. And for this particular activity, I suggest we get our magical parachutes on and check it out up close. And check out the botanics here. I suspect it's not going to look that great. Oh, there's a dome. Oh, looks okay. All right. Get your magical parachutes on. Prepare to jump out of the plane. There you go. While time is frozen so that we can examine close up the features. Looks like there's a kind of a fountain there. This is a lot of things. This is probably where they keep the plants and more plants. Okay, oh no, where's the dome? Here's the dome. I like domes. And this is definitely, you can kind of tell there's a performances or some kind of activity going on. Hey, sometimes you can go in these things. Not this time though. So yeah, this is the botanical gardens. There's those gardens there. You don't want to get too close, but this is where you park. That's where you go in, and then it goes down quite a ways to the actual garden areas. Nah, nothing went wrong. It was typical. I'm just messing around. Well, there weren't any technical issues. It's been a long time since my Bluetooth system has crashed, that's for sure. Well, I have a completely different computer. All right, section 2 of this is to get back in the plane. Here we go. I'm going to demonstrate how the sea monster here can land on a watery surface. In this case, the Mississippi River. I mean, I barely remember. I wanted to fly. This is why we're back here. I flew the supersonic transport several times under the St. Louis Arch. It was kind of cool. Now, the only problem with trying to land on the Mississippi is plenty wide. Is that you don't want to smash into a bridge, and you can't really go under a lot of these bridges because they're not designed for going under. We could land that direction because there's plenty of room in that direction, but there's a bunch of bridges that are north of the city, and then there's a real sharp bend in the way. So I think what we'll do is we'll come in around, and then we'll land over that bridge to the south. We'll check it out. Yeah, it was a pretty ordinary stream. I played piano yesterday, if I remember correctly. And we do alternate between the piano and the guitar. It's got this great thing. So you can actually see that tube there is where the power comes through. I don't know how it comes through that bend there, but that's what is attached to the propeller to allow it to turn. It's pretty wild. Oh yeah, there's a bunch of little weird features in there. What is this again? Parking brake and water rudder. We're going to need the water rudder. All right, so we're going to come down here. We're going to fly low over both these bridges and try to land over that bridge, like all 4 of these bridges here. There are 5 of them. And then do a gentle land. All right, there's another stadium there. It says Edward Jones. That could be football. I don't know for sure, actually, what all the stadiums are for. I don't care. But they do have cool bridges. slow down a little bit here. Yes. We think it might be today or tomorrow. She's offline. So, I mean, it's basically just another biopsy, except it's a larger one. Stan Museum Veteran Memorial Bridge, cool. We're gonna fly over all these bridges here, and then gently land ourselves in the Mississippi River. Or, I don't know, maybe crash land, if you feel like it. But meanwhile, we get to see all the sights of the Mississippi River up close. Some kind of power generation facility. That is a big riverboat there. Okay, after these, I'm going to put my flaps down. You can see there are flaps, I think. Yeah, there they go. There are flaps on the back of the wing. That'll help slow us down a bit. Maintain a forward heavy view. I still have my ballast on. Oh, a little bit more. Fly over this bridge. Here, like so. But yeah, it's basically got those plastic barrels for floats, which is really wild. And look, oh, it even has a little thing, Mississippi. Yay. How you doing? How you doing? Tenebrous Clips. I'm thinking this is that like a power facility? I mean, usually they do have to be. I mean, it could be some kind of other. I mean, it's got to be power. It looks like an old, like, coal-fired power plant or something. Yeah, it's got electric towers next to it. All right, we're gonna land near these planes here. What's our speed? Or not planes, boats. Similar, but you know, for water. All right, this is what this activity looks like from here. And I'm watching my speed carefully because I kind of want to stall right above the water. You can hear it. You can see it. We're building up a. Ooh, the wake is not exactly synchronized on this one. It's a little different for 2024, how they implement those. All right, a water rudder down. Got to put our water rudder down. Water rudder's down. Okay, so that puts the rudders down. Oh, it's supposed to. I think they are down. I think there's a visual bug there. You can see those little paddles on the back. Those are effectively in the water because I put the water rudder down. But yeah, it looks like there's a visual bug there. Not too serious. Because you should be able to see them moving too, but I can feel like I'm steering. Like I actually feel like it is steering, as if the water rudders are in. The other thing that is unique about this plane is if you do stop it near enough, like over here, like in a near enough like a shallow area. You know, put the flaps up. Let's see if this is gonna work. We're gonna come over here a little bit. Let me get over here. I think we can, like, this is a shallow part of the river. It's got an anchor, a water anchor that kind of works. Well, at least this is in 2020. Yeah, but these are definitely not showing down. The water, those water on their back should synchronize it. But I can tell that they're operating, and also that you can see the wake is not in the correct place and not correctly programmed. Again, it's completely different for slow down here. All right, so if I come here, let's say this is our little camping spot over here. Where's the water anchor? I forgot. Anchor. Where would you be? Oh, I thought it's here. Flaps retractor. No. It might take a while to find. That's that. Water anchor. That's the horn. It's got a whole bunch of little things you need to press. Oops. Let's try to get up back over water here. Okay, water anchor. That's the sunshade. Is it one of the? Yeah, it's this thing, anchor. Okay, so if we load the anchor, and it's shallow enough. Yeah, it's not working. Some features are not working correctly because they're specific to 2020. But it does have an anchor that works in 2020. But it is down. That's the water anchor down right there. Let's see, what else is this? Put our covers on, right? Those, oh no, this is the covers. So there's the covers. So if it's raining out. Okay. Oh, it is what it is. Okay, so if I try to turn, but I have the water rudder out, Is it affected? It doesn't really have that much of effect, one or another. All right, so how you turn the engine off, so you want to do that, is you hit the snooze button. And which is kind of wacky. But then you can see the how they've they color the propeller in, and also one of the 5 blades is broken. It's true on every version of this. But oh yeah, and you got those really blinding lights down there. That's my other question. Do I remember how all the lights are turning on? Right? Nav off, beacon off, strobe off. Landing lights off. Okay, is that? Yeah, it's landing lights. Okay, I got to remember this because, let's see. We can't put the flaps up when the engine's down? Or are they coming up slowly? Yeah, you need the hydraulic system for that. Cool. There's a lot of really cool details. And for example, being able to drop the ballast. So you can see here. I think we can do this even when it's. You see it just dropped into the water. But it's like 600 pounds or 800 pounds of ballast. So the plane performs quite differently with that ballast dropped. And then we can reset it. And I think it will, no, there's a way to reset it. But also you can see that line down. There's a little tiny wire down there on the left side. That's the anchor, I think, right? So if I lift the anchor, you can see that wire. Oh yeah, you can actually see the anchor is that anvil there. Got it. Okay. I thought you could reset the ballast. Yeah, I thought I'm not sure whether in this version you can bring the ballast back. It's just a really cool set of design constraints and kind of just the whole vibe of it. It's wild. It's one of a kind. All right, that's it for the flying around though. It wasn't the most amazing flying day, but hey, time. And I want to do my brain games because I have not done them yet today. So who knows? Maybe my brain isn't functioning properly. That might have explained most of the flying issues today. But on the other hand, maybe my brain is working properly. It's only one way to find out. Let's do that right now. Give me a second here. I'm getting out of Microsoft Flight Simulator. We're going to change categories because for some reason I'm a stickler about not being in Flight Simulator category and not flying around. So, what are the brain games? I've been doing this and adding them to every stream, and I'm probably not going to stop. Because, again, if you're going to stream, just do the things you do every day. And I do these every day, even when I don't stream. Usually first thing in the morning, but when I stream, I have to wait until now. Okay, what are they going to be? The brain games are 5 different games. Well, 2 Quirtles, the 9-question tightrope trivia, and 2 Octorals. Well, you'll see. All right, so here's a Quirtle. You got to solve 4 words. It's a lot like Wordle, which I already did today, by the way. I got it in, I think, 4 or maybe 3. I don't remember. I have 3 starting words, noisy, plate, and crumb, and I just kind of blindly and without even thinking, we're already 3 words in. Most people try to look earlier than that. How about bunch for this one, which I like, especially because it gives us the H if it's right. No, H wasn't used anywhere. And also because I do these so much. Okay, this one. Probably going to be. I was going to say we have all 5 letters. It doesn't end in Y. That makes that easy. Now we know this one starts with A. And it could be ready, R-E-A-D-Y, which isn't ready. It's ready. Okay. Now, by the way, we're going to be doing 2 of these. You'll figure it out. Let's see. Okay, we have a U, and G is available, so I'm thinking 99% chance it's going to be argue. All right, so we finished one of the 5 games we're going to play today. The next one we're going to do is the weekly challenge. It's no harder or easier than any others, but it's just another game. There's like 4 more games or 3 more Quirtles every day, and I'll probably pick them up later in the day. But I just want to limit the amount of time I'm spending doing the brain games. So let's see. Brain games number 2. Another Quirtle. Let's see what we got here. We got all 5 letters here. It could be miter or timer, by the way. Miter, M-I-T-E-R, and timer are both words. And they both fit these exactly. So I'm going to wait on this. This could be a couple things, but I'm going to guess it's a line. A-L-I-G-N. It could be I-L-G-N, right? No, wait. Yeah. It could be a couple things, but I like that one. See? And then the G showed up here. We're looking good here. So this... I'm thinking it's probably now going to be gloss. 2 S's. Very good. We still don't know if it's miter or timer. We're going to have to guess, but that's fine. This one here, we have 4 letters here. And let's see. It could be something U-S-E-R or S-U something E-R. But it can't be usurp, right? Let's come back to that. All right, I think it's going to be timer. If it's miter, we'll just do the other one. Oh, it wasn't either one of those. All right. Let's figure out what that is. I'm glad we figured this out. Okay, I was right about this ending in ER. Don't worry, we have some extra guesses here. We're going to get this one. These aren't hard. We got 3 guesses to get a mere 2 words, and now we know a lot more. So it ends in ER, has an S, an R, and an S and a U in it. It's not sugar. S-U. Sure. Could be sure. Maybe it's sure. It wasn't. All right, now we got problems. That's fine. See, now we know it starts with U. It starts with a U, and then the S has to go there. So it's... At least we know what it is now. It's got to be... Usher. That's for some reason a really hard word for me. All right, let's figure out this last one here. Well, we got 3 more games after this, is what it is. But the trivial comes after. Okay. We have a T. We have all the letters. It could be remit. R-E-M-I-T. Right. That fits there. It's gonna have to be remit. All right. Look, we got her. Okay, we didn't get it. We used all our guesses. The next thing we're going to do is the tightrope trivia quiz. It's 9 questions in our trivia. This, hopefully be the easier questions, but, they vary quite a bit. You have a limited amount of time. You have, and the faster you get the questions, the more points. And speed is very important for getting a good score in this game. I do the tightrope trivia. I'm a trivia master. You want me on your team if you're playing trivia stuff, okay? Let's get into it. Optic yellow. Tennis ball? Oosh. So we're always starting hard. His friend Michael Jackson was the publishers, the Beatles. Interesting. I did not know some of these details, but I figured it out. Alias has dealt with a case of Bell's palsy. Is it Clooney? Clooney, that was his breakout role. Large area spanning Tornado Alley. Again, got to get him fast. The speed is absolutely critical. Bobby is by drafting which celebrity into the army? Was it Presley, right? Yeah. I've seen Bye Bye Birdie on stage. Tommy Tune played the lead. It was decades ago. Hubris, arrogant lawyer, sickly child. There's a arrogant lawyer. We'll go with, that's an interesting one. Starting with has been ruled by the same family as 48. That's North Korea. Get those quickly. Two down, weak spot, cord of tissue, Achilles, tendon. All right, we got one left. These are not the hard ones. These are the relatively easy ones. They get harder during the week. Flicker tail state. Flicker tail state. Squirrel? That is a complete guess. I don't know how well we'll do because I think I was kind of slow on some of these questions. Even though I got all 9 right, you're not guaranteed the highest ranking, which is clever for Funambulist. I mean, we'll certainly get Walking Encyclopedia like this one. But clever Funambulist, oh, we got it. Clever, well, I don't know what a Funambulist is either, but that's the highest ranking you can get, all right? We got 2 more games to play. Let's get with it. We're going to play, and they're similar to the Quirtles, but they're Octortles. Here they are. We can get them right from here. We're going to play the Classic and the Rescue. And then we're going to have a break, and we're going to move on to the guitar segment of today's television program. I'm going to have to grab my Telecaster, or Stratocaster. Sorry. I have both. Okay, this is going to be rusty, right? It really can't be anything else. So we got 8 ones, but I just want to grab the ones that I know I can get here. So here's the other ones. This one here is going to be risky. Real similar word right there. Okay, so that eliminated the key. This one is interesting. We have all the letters. It's loamy, which is not a really common word, but that's the only word it could be. I'm trying to get the ones that are that we have. Okay, we have. This could be shout, S-H-O-U-T. Let's try it. Oof, right. Oh, it could also be stout, S-T-O-U-T, right? Because a T could also go there. It's got to be very good. And let's see. We got this one. This one we've been through this before. It could be bribe or bride because we have a D available. We got some extra guesses, but before we do that, I want to see if there's some here that I think I can figure out. Let's see. This could be, I'm going to just try wound, W-O-N-D. Okay, it could also be found, F-O-U-N-D. Don't worry, we've got extra guesses. We should be fine. We got 3 guesses to get 3 words, so let's not mess up anymore. I think I'll be okay. This has a B and a D in it, and also an A. So it's got to be abode. No Oh, no. It could be Adobe. Wait a minute. Hold on here. I keep forgetting Adobe and abode are, we don't have any clues. Oosh. Wait a minute. Oof. That one is going to be risky. I already got to see problems here. All right. This one is also kind of interesting. An L and an H, and the L is over here. This could be halve, H-A-L-V-E, I kind of think, right? Yeah, I kind of like it. All right, so that's good. Oh, we've got 2 guesses. We still don't know if it's bride or... Oh, wait a minute. It can't be bride because we have D here and it's not in there. So it has to be bride. No, I see bribe, I mean, right? Because it doesn't have a D in it, right? Yeah, it's right. Okay. Thought I was crazy for a second there. All right. So now we have this one here, and we have 1 guess. But we know there's a B and a D in it. Oh, we still don't know if it's Adobe or abode. Let's just guess abode. It's a 50-50. It was abode. It could have been Adobe. All right, let's move on. We have the last game to do. The last game I'm going to do before we switch to the musical category is called the Rescue. I don't get to use my Fantastic 3 starting words. It gives you 4 random starting words every single time, different ones. The lucky thing is at least we got coverage of all the vowels, but no Y. This one here, we already have all the letters and positions. It's strut, S-T-R-U-T. Let's see. This one is going to be... dress, right? D-R-E. It has to be dress. There's no other things there. Okay. These are the easy ones. Oh, this one also has to be share. We're just going to grab the 3 easy ones, and then you'll see the rest of them are going to be insanely hard. Okay, we know there's a D and an O. And the I's in the middle. And it doesn't start with D. Oh, actually, we know where the D has to be. The D has to be in position 2 because we've eliminated the D from any other position. That's interesting. So let's see. The D's in position 2. What could be before the D? Because there's no other consonants that could be before a D, right? I just want to double check that. No, including Y can't be before the D. So that means it's O. It could be like, it could be idiom, I-D-I-O-M. You see, I just kind of, once I kind of figure out what the word is, I'm usually right. Let's move on. Okay, we got an N to place, and that's it. We know where the O and the A are. It could be canon, C-A-N-O-N, for example. How do we feel about guessing canon? Nah, I'm not that good with that one. Let's see what else we got here. M to place. We got a T. And the T could go there or there. So it could be A-T-S something or T-A something. S. T-A. Let's see if it's T-A something. There can't be any other vowels. But it could be, let's see. Yeah, this is interesting if it does start with a T. The T could be 8, could be. Oh, no, it's not pasta, because that's. It could be Patsy, P-A-T-S-Y. Let's try it. P-A-T-S-Y. It fits, and it'll give us the Y and the P. I'm good at this game. Don't try this at home, by the way. Well, you can if you want. You're probably not going to do as well as me. All right, let's see. Oof, that's got nothing. Okay, we got the P didn't give us anything, but the Y gave us, and the Y only gave us that one. That's fine. Okay, this has got an M, an H, and an A to place. It doesn't start. This could be mocha, M-O-C-H-A. Let's give it a whirl. All right, now we're 2 words to do. These are the hard. I only get about 1 out of 3 of these rescues. Maybe I get about 50-50 of these. I've been doing pretty well. All we have is M, so it could be A-M-M-Y. It could be mammy or, but it could be balmy, B-A-L-M-Y. We do have 3 guesses to get 2 words, and that will give us the B and the L. B-A-L-M-Y. We don't have all day here. I still want to play some music. It was balmy. All right, now we have 2 guesses to get 1 more of the 8 words. We've got 7 out of 8, and it's this one up here. And we now know it has a C in it, which we didn't know before. So it has. Before I was thinking it could be canon, C-A-N-O-N. And now I'm thinking it could be canon, C-A-N-O-N. Right? The C can go there, and the N can go. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is. Okay, we did win the rescue, and also we had an extra guess at the end. So that was a big win for the rescue. Thank you very much. All right, what's going to happen now? It is time for me to switch over to the musical category. In fact, before I forget, I'm going to do it right now. Switch over to music category. I'll take a short break so I can do a little switch out of my guitar, set up my camera, that kind of thing. Is it music? Okay, we are in the music category successfully. I'm going to run my mid-roll, and then, it's basically going to be guitar day after this. So by all means, get ready to smash that mute button, as soon as possible. Diet Mountain Dew? That's heresy. Wow. And welcome back to the television program. What's up here? Camera there. Microphone is on. Hi, Dan. Good to see you. All right, let's talk about guitars, talk about music. Let's get back into the show. Second half, the last part of the show is, a musical performance. Other than picking up one of my collection of 15 guitars and kind of cycling through them, I don't really know what I'm going to do. I've been doing that karaoke stuff, but sometimes I just enjoy playing the guitar. Do a little blues. Let's get a little more crank here. A little more spank. All right, so this is my Stratocaster. The cool thing about my Stratocaster, among many things, I mean, there's a million of them out there. There's like a million Stratocasters out there, but this one is mine. The cool thing about my Stratocaster is it's a swirl pattern. It was from the factory like this. It's from the factory. It's called they made these only in for one time in 2013. They did a run of these swirl Stratocasters and swirl Telecasters. I got one of each. At the time, I didn't have a Stratocaster or a Telecaster, and I really wanted one. So I got me one of each, and I just love them. I mean, they're basically a Stratocaster is a classic guitar. And I've also made some other modifications. This Stratocaster is the HSS model, so has the humbucker in this position. But I've made some modifications to this. I've added locking tuners. I think I didn't change the string trees out. I did change the tuners out. Most importantly, the strings and the setup are different. These are set up with David Gilmour strings. David Gilmour has a very specific setup for his Stratocasters in terms of the weight of the strings. They're 10.5s. It's just a custom string gauge set that says David Gilmour on it. And also this whammy bar, I don't know if people are really observant when they notice a Stratocaster guitar. The normal whammy bar, trim bar, is a lot longer and comes way up to here. This is a short bar that David Gilmour, he used to saw them off. He used to saw off the end of the bars because they're too long. The whammy bar on a standard Stratocaster has you picking way up here by the neck, or strumming or whatever. But I want to be able to strum in between these two pickups, which is the sweet spot. And to do that with the whammy bar, you want a short whammy bar. It also requires a little bit more strength to get your vibrato, which I like. Center pickup. Got a lot of that twang. All right, I'm gonna sing that. I'm gonna sing that song I like to sing, which I haven't done in a while. It's called "Modern Jesus" by Portugal the Man. That's the name of the alt rock band. It was recommended by Mistress Moore. I don't know if you're still there, but I had not really heard of the song, and she's like, "Oh, I think I might have heard it when it came out." But I'm like, it's a fun little song. Really, it goes like this. Then we're gonna go back to here. Yeah. Okay, let me do this right. Come on in, take a seat next to me. You know we got what you need. We may be liars preaching to choirs. Hold on a second. But we can sell your dreams. Need the verb. You don't need sympathy. They got a pill for everything. Just take that dark cloud, bring it out to wash it down. But I don't pray for us. We don't need no modern Jesus to roll with us. The only rule we need is never giving up. The only faith we have is faith in us. We are the ones who start little fires, yet they burn out. But when they're on the rise, they can't help but shine. And when the wave approaches, take our ashes to the ocean. Who cares if hell awaits? We're having drinks at heaven's gate. But I don't pray for us. We don't need no modern Jesus to roll with us. The only role we need is never giving up. The only faith we have is faith in us. We know that we're helpless, at least that's what we assume. But we don't need to prove nothing to you. Let's all stay cool. You don't want us to feel blue, but we won't sell you nothing that you can't use. Don't pray for us. We don't need no modern Jesus to roll with us. The only rule we need is never giving up. The only faith we have is faith in us. I like that song. Possible Banovator, yet they get in anyway. Okay, what else we got going? I don't know. All right, this is just a tune, right? Do you guys know this one? How does it go? Actually, I do this with a pick, don't I? Yeah, that's the problem. I don't have finger picked. Yeah. Tune it. Tune this up a little bit here. Where are we? There we go. Batteries for my snark. All right, I feel like singing a couple songs, and you know what that means. I need my accompaniment. How about Wonderwall? It's just I just don't get sick of it. I really should. I really should. But let's switch over here. Bring this in here. Switch this to here. Get the right audio level here. Full screen this bad boy here. I've done this a few times before. Oh, in Capo 1. Cable 2. Today gonna be the day that they're gonna throw it back to you. By now, you should have somehow realized what you gotta do. I don't believe that anybody feels the way I do about you now. Backbeat, the word is on the street, but the fire in your heart is out. I'm sure you've heard it all before, but you never really had it now. I don't believe that anybody feels the way I do about you now. And all the roads we have to walk are winding, and all the lights that lead us there are blinding. There are many things that I'd like to say to you, but I don't know how. I guess maybe gonna be the one that saves me. And after all, you're my today's gonna be the day, but they'll never throw it back to you. By now, you should have somehow realized what you're not to do. I don't believe that anybody feels the way I do about you now. And all the roads that lead you there are winding, and all the lights light the way are blinding. There are many things that I'd like to say to you, but I don't know how. I said, baby, you're gonna be the one that saves me. And after all, you're my wonderwall. I said, baby, you're gonna be the one that saves me. After all, you're my wonderwall. I said, baby, you're gonna be the one that saves me. You're gonna be the one that saves me. You're gonna be the one that saves me. God dang, that song it kicks butt. What do we got? I can see why you think you belong to me. Never try to make you think, let you see one thing for yourself. Now you're off with someone else, and I'm alone. See, I thought that I might keep you for my own. Amy, would All the things we thought weren't proper could be right in time if you didn't see. Our generation came together, oh no. I can't ever see what's right or what is wrong. Don't take too long to see. Amy, what you wanna do? I think I could stay with you for a while, maybe longer if I do. Not Wicked Game. Maybe I'll do Wicked Game, but I want to feel like doing Painted Black stuff. You know what I mean? That's my, I'm going to call here. Paint It Black. All right, okay. Pretty easy song to play on the guitar too. A little tuning. Although it's not recorded into. This recording is. Hold on a second. Let me just check the tune. Stratocasters are not the best for staying in tune. I gotta tell you, not the worst. All right, technically that was in tune. Just wanted to check it. All right, a little Painted Black, little Stones. This is the only Rolling Stones song I'll probably ever do too. There we go. Good enough for government work, probably. In their summer clothes. sea go turn a deeper blue. I could not foresee this thing happening to you. If I look hard enough into the setting sun, love will have to be before the morning comes. I see your angel and I want it painted black. No colors anymore, I want them to turn black. I see the girls walk by dressed in their summer clothes. Turn my head till my darkness goes. Wanna see me painted black, black as night, black as cold. Wanna see the sun flooded out from the sky. I see painted, 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 painted black. Hi, Sam. Hey, the sibling gamers by the yes. This is my Stratocaster. It's a real Strat, by the way. I mean, it's made in Mexico. It's not an American Strat, but it's still a real Strat made by the Fender company in Mexico. There, and this is my Swirl. It's a one of a kind. It's the only one that looks like that one. All right, next one is going to be Man on the Moon because we got Sam here, and I love the song, so I'm never gonna stop playing it. Strat has that great twang sound. It's really good for REM. Andy Kaufman in the wrestling match. Nobody 21 checkers and chess. Mr. Fred Lassie in a breakfast mess. Let's play Twister, let's play Risk. See you in heaven if you make a list. Andy, did you hear about this one? Tell me, are you locked in the punch? Andy, are you goofing on Elvis? Hey, baby, are we losing touch? If you believe they put a man on the moon, man on the moon. If you believe there's nothing up his sleeve, well, nothing is cool. Moses went walking with a staff of wood. Newton got beaten by the apple good. Egypt was troubled by the horrible last. Mr. Charles Darwin had the gall to last. About this one, tell me, are you locked in the punch? Andy, are you goofing on Elvis? Hey, baby, are you having fun? If you believe they put a man on the moon, man on the moon. If you believe there's nothing up his sleeve, nothing is cool. For the never believer. Here's a little ghost for the offering. truck stop instead of St. Peter's. Mr. Andy Kaufman's gone wrestling. Can you hear about this one? Tell me, are you rocking the punch? Andy, are you goofing on ever say, baby? Are we losing touch? If you believe me, they put a man on the moon. Man on the moon. If you believe there's nothing up his sleeve, nothing is cool. Break two. If you believe they put a man on the moon, man on the moon. If you believe there's nothing up his sleeve, nothing is cool. If you believe they put a man on the moon, man on the moon. If you believe there's nothing up his sleeve, nothing is cool. If you believe they put a man on the moon, man on the moon. If you believe there's nothing up his sleeve, well, nothing is cool. I love that DATV comes in, does a comment. I have absolutely no idea. Thank you so much. One more song, though. Excuse me. I feel my voice is heading south for the day. Not Wookie Gamble. I'm going to do There She Goes. We did Kiss Me last time. We'll do There She Goes by, I think my nose is starting, is stuffing out too. One of my all-time favorite songs. I'm on plenty all-time favorites. All right, gotta start again because I missed the intro. That's fine. I need a Diet Coke anyway. There she goes again, racing through my brain, and I just can't contain this feeling that remains. There she goes again, pulsing through my veins, and I just can't contain this feeling that remains. All right, the one I want to do is this one. Another the last song, my last song. Another REM song.
This one goes out to the one I love. This one goes out to the one I left behind. A simple prop to occupy my time. This one goes out to the one I love. This one goes out to the one I love. This one goes out to the one I left behind. A simple prop occupy my time. This one goes out to the one I love. This one goes out to the one I love. This one goes out to the one I left behind. Another prop occupied my time. This one goes out to the one I loved.
Such a great song. My voice is basically done for the D. What else we got in here, though? Oh, yeah. This is kind of one that's actually kind of... This is a good one, too, as the last song. It's kind of, relatively speaking, easy on the voice.
I can't seem to face up to the facts. I'm tense and nervous and I can't relax. I can't sleep cause my bed's on fire. Don't touch me, I feel that fire. Psycho killer, qu'est-ce que c'est? Better run, 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 run away. Oh, oh, oh. Psycho killer, qu'est-ce que c'est? Better run, 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 run away. Oh, 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 oh. Yeah, 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 yeah. It's hard practice. You can't even finish it. You get a lot, but you're not saying anything. Why have nothing to say? My lips are sealed. Say something once. Why say it again? Psycho killer, just to say, far better. Run, 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 run away. Oh, oh, oh. Psycho killer, just to say, far better. Run, 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 run. Voilà. Raison minus one. Give me let's lose life. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. We are fading, we are blind. I hate people when I light. Psycho killer. Say better run, 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 run away. Oh, oh, oh. Psycho killer. Just say better run, 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 run away. Oh, 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 oh. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I know. Harmonics, and I'm not really very good at those. Not that I care. What the heck's going on? It's the end of the show. I mean, hey, if you liked the show, and why would you? I get that reverb off. That's so annoying. Reverb off. It's perfectly dead room. Thank you very much. I mean, it reached the standard of mediocrity I had to always attempt to get to, but not exceed by a terrible level. How do I do? Oh, yeah, gotta get the right order here. Somebody keeps saying ST, this DATV every D asks for an ST reaction, or they said, well, do you know what ST means? I'm like, supersonic transport? I don't know. Oh, this cable's gonna take, oh, there it goes. This cable's gonna take 6 hours, 6 seconds. Right, my pick, I'm not gonna eat that. A little look, still some Diet Coke left. That's amazing. I really thought I'd consume all the Diet Coke. Or excuse me, dude soda that we're currently drinking until this 12-pack has been consumed. But actually, no, I had such a good time today. You won't believe this. I had such a good time today. We're going to do the whole thing Wednesday. Tomorrow is a full office day. I go in the office Tuesdays and go in and basically work at office. The office is literally 2 minutes away. It's very convenient, actually. I'm lucky. But Wednesday is a work at home day, so I will plan on having another Wednesday kind of work at home stream. Got to get back to work. I got to send some emails. I got to participate in some email chains over there. But other than that, it's a very standard show. Tomorrow, or supposed to be Wednesday, will be piano day, and we'll be going back to the regular Ken's Piano Lounge repertoire, as opposed to last time. Yesterday, I played from the fake book, and it was fun for me, but it's very rough. I was just listening to it earlier today. I watch my shows the next day. It's kind of weird. Not the whole thing, but parts of it to just kind of make sure that things are operating the way I would like them to be operating and kind of translating to the screen. But yeah, no, it was a fine show today. So yeah, there'll be more flying around on Wednesday. Again, we don't know where we're going to go or what kind of plane it's going to be in.
And who knows that I can't, I don't like to plan ahead because that means I'd have to plan ahead every time. But yeah, that's it for today. We've run a solid, over an hour and a half, even an hour and 45 minutes. That's a long time for the weekday streams, or it's typical. I like to go 2 hours during the weekend and the Friday stream. Okay, I'm just going to run my outro and say goodbye. Everybody have a great rest of your Monday, great rest of your week, whatever you're doing. And I hope to see you again real soon.